Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell of a Plan. I'm here today making a video answering one of my most asked questions. I probably get this question at least once a day if I had to guess, maybe even more often than that. So this question is, how do you pick your color schemes? I get this question all the time because if you've ever seen any of my videos, then you know that I always stick to a color scheme in my spread. I usually use 2 to 3 colors and I stick to those. And so that's a question I get all the time. How do I pick those color schemes? So we're going to go through my 2 most used planners. This is my mini on the go planner that stays in my purse and my classic happy planner that holds like pretty much anything important, mostly home stuff, but also anything important. So I'm going to go through a few of my past spreads and explain to you kind of my thinking in how I chose color schemes for those. So let's start with this spread here. This spread was from January. And the first thing that I do when I choose a spread, my first step is to look at the colors on the page. So on this page, there was this pretty turquoise mint color. I don't even know really what's called this color, but I knew that I wanted to use this color. So then I have a color in mind. So I pull out my sticker books and I look for this color. And luckily, the Color Story sticker book has this whole set of stickers came from the Color Story sticker book. And these blues here match perfectly with this blue here. And so the Color Story sticker packs are really great because if you pick a color, you can usually find the coordinating colors right there in the same pages. And so these stickers were already paired with this coral and this purple. And I thought it was really pretty, so I just went with it. And that's how I chose this color scheme. And I think it looks... When you choose a color scheme that matches the colors on your page, it just makes your spread look even better because you don't have just random colors popping out in random places because it all ties together. Like this colored part isn't sticking out. It's not a sore thumb because it just kind of blends right into the colors that I chose. So that's how I chose this color scheme. This color scheme, as you can see, isn't really a color scheme. I mean, this has pink and green and light pink and turquoise and purple and lime green and yellow, and there's not really a color scheme. There's just a lot of colors. And so people may wonder, well, how did you choose this color scheme? The first thing that I did was I still looked at the colors on the page. That's always my first step. And so on this page in the corner, it had this really cute floral accent that was already there. And so I knew that in the floral sticker book that came in October, that there were these beautiful floral stickers. And so I just used those stickers in these spots to kind of tie in with this. And then based off the colors of these flowers, I use an assortment of colors here. So that's kind of how I chose that. So I still looked at the page and I still based it off of the colors on the page, and it helps to make your whole spread just look really cohesive. So let's go look at another example. This example, I looked at the colors on the page and it was pink and black. And I didn't really want to use pink just because it was the first week of February and I knew I'd probably be using pink a lot in February. And so I didn't want to just like jump into pink right away. And so I went with the black that's on the page and I paired the black with gold because black and gold is always a classic look. And the pink is just a really great accent to the black and gold. So you don't always have to use colors that are on the page. Like here, I did not add anything that was pink, but the black and gold complement the pink. And so the pink is not like sticking out like a sore thumb. It still works. Here is another example. The colors are black and pink. So I just went with black and pink. I didn't think that through. Like I didn't force that one, I guess. Let's go look at one in March. March was kind of tricky for me because it was purple and I don't use purple a lot. But I found a sticker pack that had purple and green together and I thought it was really cute. And so I went off that sticker pack and the colors that they put together and I added it here. And I just love the way these purple stickers are the exact same color purple as this edge because again, that edge just blends right in with the rest of my spread and it just looks really cohesive and it's not a random color sticking out in the middle. So I guess that's really my biggest tip is that especially if you have color down here in the middle, you really want to make it blend in with your spread and not just stick out like a sore thumb. So then here in April, the color was coral. And I sat here forever and I was like, what am I going to do with this coral? But I had just gotten this washi tape, and the washi tape has coral flowers in it. So I started by laying down the washi tape where I wanted it to go. And then I just chose the colors based off of the colors in the washi tape. And so I do have this coral that kind of blends in here, but it's really based off of the washi tape. So if you can't really figure out stickers that look right with the colors on the page, I suggest finding a washi tape that kind of complements the page and then choosing your colors off of that washi tape. So that's another example of that. So that's my mini planner. Now let's look at my classic planner. We're just going to look at a few spreads, not a whole lot. So this is the first week in this planner, and I chose these colors because the bottom had pink flowers and it had like this creamy color, which I thought kind of went with gold. And the cover of this planner is black and white stripes. And so this was the very first week in this planner. And so I kind of went with black and white stripes just to kind of tie in with the cover. And I just really love how that spread turned out. This week is an example of not matching the colors on your page. This week was the 4th of July, so I really wanted to go with red and blue, and so I did it, but it's not my favorite because I have these random spots of pink sticking out, and it just kind of bothers me. And so while I love this spread, and it worked because it was the 4th of July, it's just definitely not my favorite. Let's flip ahead to August. August was tough for me because August was orange and green. And I hate orange and I hate green. They're like my two least favorite colors, except I kind of hate red too. Those are my three least favorite colors. But anyway, I still tried to stick to these colors that were on the spread down here. And so I went with orange and green. It's definitely not my favorite spread, but it was cute. The next week, I just couldn't do orange and green again. So I went with classic black and white, which is always an option. If you just don't like the colors on the page, go with black and white because black and white goes with everything. This week, I decided to add in pink to my orange and green spread because I hate orange and green, but I love the color pink. And I actually loved how this spread turned out. It was one of my favorites just because the pink just added a lot of fun to that spread. And then this week, again, I just couldn't do orange and green again. And so I just did gold because gold also complements pretty much any color scheme. So if you're ever stuck and you can't come up with a color scheme, always go with black and white or gold. Those are always good choices. Let's see here. Oh, I loved this spread. This was one of my favorites. This one had purple and pink and orange. And so I added in blue to the pink and the orange, and I just love how this one turned out. But again, I tried to go with colors that complemented the colors on the page. That is my biggest tip, is to look at the colors that are on your page and complement those colors. Like here we have pink, and so I did a pink spread. Here I did black and white because again, if you can't pick a color scheme, black and white always looks good. I hated this spread. This was the week of Thanksgiving, and that just makes me want to throw up. And then, of course, Christmas, I did a lot of red and green, except this week, I just wanted to mix it up, and I added in the pink and blue, which was really fun. So anyway, those are my biggest tips, is to look at the colors on your page and find colors that match and then complement those colors. So I don't know if that helps, but that's my answer to how I choose color schemes. If you like this video, I hope that you'll hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and happy planning, guys.